Hi guys, for today's video, we're going to have a brief discussion about the types of solar systems, namely the grid tie, the off-grid, and the hybrid system. So, so what you see in the screen are the configurations of the three systems. So first, we're going to discuss about the on-grid system. So on-grid system has two major components, the solar panels and the on-grid or grid tie inverter. So the solar panels generate solar energy, and then it will be used to power up our appliances. What's good with this system is that its ability to export excess solar production to the grid. So when the solar production is greater than our system requirement, so the excess solar energy will be exported to the grid. But when the solar production is not enough, like during cloudy days or at night, so the system imports energy from the grid to power up our appliances. So to be able to export excess energy to the grid, you need to apply for a net metering, which I will explain in a separate video. Next is the hybrid system. So the hybrid systems composed of three major components: the solar panel, the hybrid inverter, and the battery. Like the on-grid setup, it's connected to the utility grid and can also work with the net metering setup. But its big advantage is that it can store excess solar energy to the battery. So which later you can use it during nighttime, during low solar production, or during burnouts. So what's the advantage of this hybrid system is that during burnout, unlike the on-grid system, the on-grid system during burnout, if mag-burnout ang distribution utility, so the house will also have a burnout, a power interruption. So if no grid, there will be no power to power up, there will be no electricity to power up our appliances. Whereas the hybrid system, when there's a power interruption of the grid, so our battery will be the one to supply to power up the appliances. So that's the advantage of the hybrid system. Finally, the off-grid or the standalone system. So it has four major components: the solar panel, the controller, the battery controller. So it's used to control the charging and discharging of the battery, then the battery, and then the inverter, which converts DC to usable AC power. So this setup is completely independent from the grid, which good for remote areas or places where there is no grid access. And now let's compare these three systems. So first is grid connectivity. So the grid tie system is need to be connected to the grid, and then the off-grid is not connected to the grid, and then the hybrid system is connected to the grid. So for the battery storage requirement, so the grid tie optional or none. So actually you can use for the inverter to be used in the grid tie system. You can also use a hybrid inverter with no battery as a grid tie, and then in the later part you can upgrade it to a hybrid system. And technically this has no battery requirement. So for the off-grid system, so battery is required. Then for the hybrid system is battery is required. Backup power during outages or burnouts. So generally no. So if nag-burnout ang utility grid, so mag-burnout po na ang atong balay. So unless you're going to put some backup generator to power up your house, so that you can have a power during burnout. So off-grid system, so it's not affected by the grid. So if there's a burnout in the grid, so unless your battery is capable to handle your load, so you can last long. And then for the hybrid system, yes, so you get a power backup. so by your battery. So during burnout, so your house will still powered up by the battery. So the backup time will depend on the capacity of the battery. The upfront cost, so the grid tie has the lowest cost since it has less equipment, whereas the off-grid system has the highest cost because it has a lot of components like the battery. Actually, the battery is the most expensive of this system. Whereas the hybrid is the cost is about moderate to high. It depends on the setup of your system. Also, the battery will greatly matter for the cost of this system. Maintenance capability, so for the grid tie, since it has less components, low lang ang niya. Yeah, maintenance. For the off-grid, it's a high maintenance, and then so hybrid system is moderate lang. So what's this system best used for? So the grid tie is best used for homes where areas has a good grid, and then there's a metering program adapted by the utility. Then the off-grid is useful for remote homes or there's no grid access. Then the hybrid is areas where there are frequent brownouts or unreliable grid. So for the net metering or export capability, so grid tie has usually yes, but you can also opt not to zero export po din, capable din ng atong grid tie nga Then the off-grid, no, it's not capable to export energy to the grid since it's not connected to the grid. And then the hybrid is yes, and you can also you can also opt to zero export, so you will not export. So that's it. So that's the common types of solar system. Actually, there's more than 3. So but these are the common types of solar system. So hope you can learn something from this video, and thank you for listening.